What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Cyhadow, where we talk all things anime, comics, and everything in between. And I don't know how many Cyhadow theories videos I've done on basically Uchihas, but yeah, we're back with another one. So fuck you.
What do you say fuck me for?
But we really need to go over a couple of things. So I said in multiple videos how I feel like every Uchiha is related, just like how I feel like a certain percent of people in a certain southern state that y'all should hear in the background. I want to say the word so bad, but I can't because I want to. Well, YouTube doesn't pay me, so what the fuck am I tripping over? Basically, what we gotta go over is how I feel like all Uchihas is related. Now, there are a couple of theories that we got going on from this, and a couple of things that don't make no sense. I have a personal thought that all Uchihas are related. How? Don't know. But basically when it really comes down to it is their Sharingan ability and their Sharingans in general. So when we really look at it, there are two ways you can, I know mainly talking about their Sharingan abilities makes no sense, but you gotta bear with me because all Uchihas are, you know, their last name is Uchiha. Well, technically their surname or clan name is Uchiha. So technically, like, whatever, that's just shit I don't understand. But not only that, but like when it really comes down to it, when it comes to their Mangekyo, that's what I'm really going over. There are two things that make no sense to me when it comes to the Uchihas, mainly when it comes down to it. That's the other thing. How are we supposed to differentiate who's who and who's what? Because like there's one, because like I think when Sasuke was running around the village one time, he was over here talking, I think it was to his aunt and his uncle, but then again, how is his aunt and then what's his name, Itachi wanted to date with this one girl? I don't understand it. I feel like all Uchihas are the same, or not the same, but they all just like brother and sister and not through Christ.
You serious?
It makes no sense that this whole inter-clan breeding shit, like, dude, I understand to make the clan stronger, but some of y'all's chakra reserves are less than some of these people's life force, life energy that be living in the real world. Like, come on now. Some people's chakra reserve within the Uchiha clan is shorter than Krillin from Dragon Ball.
Damn.
So I don't understand why y'all talk about to strengthen the clan when the only strength y'all have in the clan is when some of y'all activate y'all Mangekyo Sharingan. And the true strength in the clan is a fucking Susanoo. Okay, now that I got that off my chest, I'm sorry, but let's get back to the main topic, the eyes. So when it comes to getting a Mangekyo Sharingan, you ending up go blind. But here's the thing though, there are two ways you can get an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. One way is you could basically smush another Uchiha's eyes with your own, and that's how you get a EMS. Or you swap the eyes of your brother. How are you supposed to determine who is your brother? Because last time I checked, I'm pretty sure all Itachi had to do to get EMS was just swap his eyes with fucking Fugaku. That's just my personal thought. I feel like personally, and truth be told, I feel like his chakra sickness would have been cured if he would have swapped with his father's eyes. Actually, that kind of covers, so I don't know if I should make that video or not. I might make that video. It's two ways you can get a Mangekyo Sharingan, but truth be told, there are so many different ways to get a not Mangekyo, but EMS. Truthfully, you have to kill somebody that's close to you in order to get an Mangekyo. All the Uchihas who gain Mangekyo Sharingans had to kill one of their brethren or sisters. There have been times where Madara, he has ending up like he had to swap his eye, he had to take his eyes out and put them in Nagato, but he didn't gain another EMS. He didn't gain another Mangekyo ability from his own when it came to like him having another pair of Sharingan in his own eyes. And you could say the same thing for Obito, but you could also counter that because technically Madara was old, and when he was technically younger and became Jubidara, he did ending up take Kakashi's Sharingan and started using Kamui. So how does that even fucking work? Everybody is under the last name. I'm pretty sure, and there's no definitive way to get a Mangekyo EMS. You just gotta get an EMS by smushing another Sharingan into yours. But I feel like personally, that's not why all Uchihas are related. My theory when it comes to how all Uchihas are related is their Mangekyo abilities. See, if we really look back at it, and I'm talking way back, that reminds me, would Hagoromo have every single Sharingan ability since he was the first person with a Sharingan? Like, let's think about this for a second, because if he was the first person with a Sharingan ever in the entirety of Narutoism, wouldn't that mean he had every single Mangekyo Sharingan ability? That's actually very interesting. Comment down below if I should make a video on that. When we look at Shisui, his grandfather or great grandfather or whatever, his father before him, whichever number it was, basically had Kodo and Natsukami. But what we also have to realize is that not only did Shisui have Kodo and Natsukami, but Obito had a genjutsu when he put Obito's genjutsu that put Yagura, the Mizukage, and the Jinchuriki of the Three Tails. He was able to put him under a genjutsu that created the Blood Mist Village, but that genjutsu is similar to Koto and Natsukami. My theory is that everybody in the Uchiha clan is related somehow, mainly due to one or two things: either your genjutsu ability or your ninjutsu ability gained through your Mangekyo Sharingan. And what do I mean by that? For those who watch my video on Fugaku, you know that I basically think that he has in one eye some similar version of Tsukiyomi, and in his other eye is basically Kakatsuchi and Amaterasu in one eye, by the way. And I feel like personally his wife basically has another version of Tsukiyomi, which is Tsukiyomi but an imperfect version. So with the combination of Fugaku's Tsukiyomi and Fugaku's wife Tsukiyomi, when Itachi was born, he had the perfect Tsukiyomi, but ending up he got Amaterasu instead of getting both Amaterasu and Kakatsuchi, and then Sasuke came along and he got Kakatsuchi and some shitty ass genjutsu. The main thing we really have to understand is my personal thought is that when we really look at it, if we go back in time, because really if we really do think about it, if Madara, and I'm really going out on a limb here. If Madara himself was able to notice the red vapors of the 8th gate of death when he fought Might Guy, I'm a good 50% sure. I'm actually not 50-50. I'm a good 99.99% sure. Yes, I know that 0.1% is Germex. He saw somebody with every single Uchiha ability that we know of. And I say that we know of because we don't know what abilities every Uchiha has other than Izanami and Izanagi. I'm saying he knows somebody with Amaterasu. He knows somebody with Kamui. Why do you think he was able to use Kamui so perfectly? Maybe because it runs in his fucking bloodline. Now, that's another thing. What if Obito and Madara is somehow related? Because that makes no sense. If Madara was able to use Kamui, Obito was really after Danzo because Danzo has Shisui's eye. So if he had Shisui's eye, it would have made a perfect Kodo and Natsukami. That, I mean, granted, with white Zetsu cells, which is also Hashirama cells, that cooldown time would have been a lot slower instead of 10 fucking years. Probably would have been like what, 10 fucking minutes or some shit like that. I know this is a bunch of chaos, this is a bunch of mess, but if we really think about it just for a few seconds, why does Kishimoto not understand? Why give us shit for us to understand instead of making us think shit on our own? And then not only that, why is it that there are very minute little details within every single thing that makes me think, okay, each person either A, knows about this ability and therefore can use it. And I'm not saying that Madara was able to use Kamui because he's related to Obito somehow. I'm saying personally, every Uchiha is related, not because of their last name. So I feel like personally, Madara was able to use Kamui, A, because he's seen somebody do it, and B, he's an Uchiha. All right, so I'm gonna say this real quick because I forgot to add this into the video. I do know Madara at that moment in time was able to use Kamui and his interdimensional travel thanks to his Rinnegan, mainly to access, the Kamui dimension. Plus, he was also the 10 Tails Jinchuriki at the time, so he was technically Jupidara. But at the same time, he only had one of his original eyes. But I'm still sticking to my main point that Madara could be related to Obito, mainly because of what I'm about to start stating right now. He can just use Kamui because somebody in his fucking family was able to use Kamui. Who was that? I know for a fact it wasn't Izuna, But if we really think about it for a second, Madara had a bunch of siblings, and him and Izuna was the only two left. If we really think, if we separated like by like head of the clan family and then the branches and all that shit, you know, Madara had a bunch of other brothers and sisters. So I'm a good 50% sure one of his siblings that died, one of them had access to Kamui. We just don't fucking know it. So that's basically what I had to say, and that's my theory, that all Uchihas are related, even though Kishimoto doesn't want us to think that. Truthfully, all we need now is for Sarada to have a bunch of little Uchiha nigglets running or the fuck around. I'm pretty sure Tobirama's rolling in his grave right now, but we just gotta have a bunch of them running around. And then we also have a small theory that Sarada may not go blind because of her Mangekyo ability, but we don't know that either. But we have to just wait and see if their Mangekyo abilities need to be swapped out with their siblings' eyes, and if they get the wrong Mangekyo EMS ability, hey, I'm right. But I feel like I'm right anyway. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Are you still asleep? Yeah, you're still asleep.